So we've been talking about this vortex, this vibrational reality, because we want you to understand that as you know what you don't want and therefore know what you do want, even if you don't speak words to it, you have been, all of the days of this life experience and before, emitting a vibration that has been building this vortex, this vibrational reality. Sometimes our physical friends say, well, this doesn't really ring my bells that much, Abraham, because that vibrational reality, I can't take it to the bank and spend it. And we say, you can eventually if you believe in its reality. And our physical friends say, but this reality, this manifested reality is so much easier to see. Other people can see it too. And we have agreement about how much money I have in my bank account. We have agreement about what the experience or the physical wellness of my physical body is. And we say, we know that your physical reality is compelling. We know that you've been doing such a good job of interpreting it through your physical senses. But we also know that every reality is preceded by a vibrational reality, and that the vibrational reality really is the present tense in terms of how things have evolved. You see, when you know what you don't want, you ask for what you do want. And when you ask, the source energy part of you becomes that newly expanded, requested beingness. So when you feel negative emotion, what it means every single time is that your life has caused you to expand, but your attention upon what is keeping you from taking the expansion. So the larger part of you has grown into this new experience, but you're dragging your feet because you're so aware of where you are. When people suggest that you surrender or let go, we think that that must be what they're talking about. Because if you could let go of the what isness, if you could let go of what is, and begin to turn your attention more and more to what you've been asking for and to who you really are, who the larger part of you has already become, in the absence of resistance, you would move vibrationally right into this vortex, right into alignment, right into fulfillment, right into allowing all things that you want to be, right into allowing the cells of your body to communicate completely with one another and with the source from which they come. If you would allow yourself to release your attention to what is and begin to focus upon this vibrational reality. So we are asking you to consider focusing yourself into a vibrational reality and therefore away from a reality. Now some say, oh, here it comes. This is what I told you. You're going to go to that weird meeting and they're going to... That meeting where that man calls his wife Abraham, it is so strange. She points at a circle on the floor and insists that it's a vortex. Tells you that everything you want is in it. But if you can feel the validity of this vibrational reality, and you can care about your alignment with it enough to try to find resonance with it, what you're going to discover is it's much easier to find vibrational alignment than you've ever thought with the things that you want. And when you do, they have to manifest. So there's two ways you can tell that you're on track with your own desire. One, things are manifesting that are pleasing to you. The other is you feel good. And what we want to suggest is that if you could just care about feeling good and not care about manifesting just for a little while, so that you're not taking score of what's manifesting and finding that it hasn't, and then leaving the vortex in your awareness that what you want hasn't manifested. If you could just go to the vortex for the feeling of the alignment of being there, it is our promise to you that you will restore yourself to your natural state of being, that you will find the resources of source within your vortex, and that your vortex, this vortex of creation, will train you into the frequency of all that you have already become. And when you catch up with you, when you come closer and closer into vibrational alignment with who you really are, that's when you feel frisky. That's when you feel exhilaration. That's when you wake up and you cannot wait to put your feet on the floor and get into your day. That's when you rendezvous with friends and everyone wants to talk at once and everyone's exhilarated about what's going on. That's when an idea occurs to you, and almost in the moment that the idea occurs, a door opens that lets you know that the universe is aligning and orchestrating and gathering cooperative components. That's when you feel your power. And friends, that's when you'll discover your true worthiness, because it is in your alignment that you find your power, and it is in your power that you are able to create, and it's in your ability to create that you understand who you really are.